the big one. Right? Play with that.
Making chicken fettuccine Alfredo from scratch to finish. How it is done. Here's the chicken. Johnny, go play with Dada, please. Mommy's making your favorite food. Go play with Dada. Okay? I love you. Go play in your room with Dada. You guys should better join faster. You're missing out on all the good part of the food.
Hey, John, look. You got your big one over here, too. Look at this, John. Look at this. Hang on, Mommy should have closed the gate before.
I know.
Look, Daddy's got this one. Look. John. Daddy's got the big one. Look. Look at this, John. Look at this one, John. John. Johnny, look. The big one's even better.
Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. A very yummy food. I'm getting excited talking about this food because it is gonna taste very amazing. Chicken is always the craziest part to get done, but that is what makes the food. And we're gonna go ahead and lay the chicken just like this. These ones are still frozen, but I'm just gonna tap it a little bit. Like this. We spread it just like this, and we're gonna get our mallet. Pum, 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 pum. It is time to go pum, 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 pum. I'm gonna take my gloves, just like this. And I'm gonna put on my clear foil. I'm teaching you guys how to make chicken fettuccine from scratch. I'm gonna show you guys how to make Alfredo sauce. You will not get this kind of video anywhere. I have my mallet. I'm gonna cut the extra. And just like this, we're gonna go ahead and smash down the chicken. You can use this side, but this side's work better to make the chicken more flatter. I've seen a video where someone was using tortilla stuff. Wow. Yes. There's nothing better than breaking your fasting with some chicken fettuccine Alfredo. I'm gonna pound it down just like this to make sure the chicken is nicely beautiful. And it's beautiful just like this. I love it. Dang! That chicken is getting slaps. So right after you're done, you can leave the chicken here, and we're gonna start mixing up our breadcrumbs and everything. So the breadcrumbs is all the way up here where my spice rack is. We're gonna go get it. Up here. Then we can get our chicken season. And we have peppers and onions and salt right here. So we have our seasoning. Now we're coming back to where we were pounding the chicken. I have this season. This is a plain breadcrumbs. This does the magic. We're gonna pour it in a bowl. You don't want to go play with Dada? I have here this and that. I'm gonna pour a nice amount. I don't measure, so a nice amount of breadcrumbs so it can coat this whole chicken. And I'm gonna add in my chicken season, which I like so much. Not much. And we're gonna go ahead and add salt to taste. Very good. And we're gonna add black pepper. This is the best recipe you can ever find here, black pepper. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. It's a chili hot pepper, but it's good for your health. So a little bit to make it a little bit more spicy. What are you cooking today? We make chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. I'm making a chicken cutlet. You saw that I have my chicken here and I have my mixture of my breadcrumb. If your breadcrumb is not looking a little bit red, it's not well seasoned, season it again. Okay. You're gonna make sure your breadcrumbs is change color. Your breadcrumb change color when you season it. If not, it's not well seasoned. So in this separate bowl, we're gonna make the wet mixture. I'm just gonna use 1 egg and a little bit of milk. A little bit of milk. We crack our egg. Ah! It is what it is, what it is, what it is. And this part you can do with your hands, but I think we're gonna try something else. We have this plate right here. I'm gonna whip up this mixture and you can season up this mixture too so it has some flavor. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna whisk it and make sure everything is all incorporated. And at this point we can take off our clear foil off the chicken, and we do not want salmonella everywhere, so I'm gonna wear my gloves again and check what I'm gonna do. You go like this, dip in the egg butter and you pick it up, let the butter strain a little bit and put it right in the breadcrumb. Right in the breadcrumb. And make sure everything is nicely coated. Very good. Just nicely like this. And I have here my clean plate. I'm just gonna lay it on there. Beautiful. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the rest. Just put it in the butter. Make sure you make all the excess egg drip. If you want to do 2 dips, it's your choice. Okay, see you later. If you want to do 2 dips, it's your choice, but 1 dip makes it perfect as well. I heard you guys are on spring break. Just like that. Then you put it on the pan. And just continue again with the third one. Shake it as much as you can shake and get all the extra stuff off. Then you just turn to dip it back and forth just like that, and make sure everything is nice and coated, and you have your nicely breadcrumbed chicken. Just like that till everything is well incorporated. All the chicken are all crumbed up. This crumb smells so good. I don't know why I like this crumb smell. It smells so very good. And we get the fourth chicken. We have this one here. I'm gonna dip in the butter again and put it in the breadcrumb. Just like that. And this is the last one. We're gonna put it in the butter. And just do it exact same. And we have all our chicken coated in breadcrumbs. It's gonna make it nice and crispy. That looks great. Thank you. And I'm gonna pick up this and put it in the sink since we're not using even the egg mixture. The breadcrumb, we're not using it. Everything goes in the sink so you do not catch salmonella. And this is the end product. Everything is nice coated. And I like to make this sit, or you can just use it right away. But I'm just gonna let it sit for at least 2 minutes to heat up the pan. And whilst we're waiting, we can make our fettuccine sauce. Alfredo sauce, I'm sorry. So on the pan, I have all this stuff here, so I'm gonna move it. I have here my nicer bowl. That probably I'm gonna make it here so I can make the chicken right here. And I have this third bowl that carries the water for the fettuccine pasta. We have to turn it on so we can start that process. And whilst this fettuccine is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make the sauce. I think I'm gonna make the sauce first before I fry the chicken. We have here, we're gonna turn the power on, and we have our sauce getting ready in here. We're gonna make our beautiful fettuccine sauce. And whilst we're waiting for it to get hot, I have here 1 cup of heavy cream. And we're gonna let this simmer. I like to use plastic scoop instead of wooden one because it attracts a lot of stuff in there. And whilst we have our milk in there, we have here our Parmesan, which is a very great ingredient for making fettuccine. And I'm gonna show you a trick that most people don't do. That's why the fettuccine doesn't taste that great. I'm gonna show you with my Texas hat. Listen, Texas. Woo! I'm gonna pour myself a little bit more over half a cup of Parmesan cheese in here. And the Parmesan goes back in the refrigerator once it's been opened. It can stay out while it's not open, but once you open your... Why is this brand never closed? Why do you make the double zipper? It never closed. It never closed. Like, okay. We're gonna go like this and probably get a clip and hold it up so it does not spill. But for now it goes here, and we're gonna wait till our milk boil. And we have our fettuccine water right here doing its own thing. You're gonna make sure you do not want it to burn because I have it on high flame, but once it goes up boiling, I'm just gonna put it down. Whilst I get the milk to boil, I'm gonna put it down. So I'm teaching you step by step how to make chicken fettuccine Alfredo, and I feel like I haven't made it on on live video like this, so this will be a great thing for you guys to learn. One more thing for me. This is how we eat. This is our regular basis. All the food that I cook, that's what we eat all the time. It's not like I'm making a special meal just to come live. We eat all this meal, and I feel like it makes me very happy to know that we're eating healthy. And I love to cook, and we know what our kids are eating and what our belly is receiving. So I am very happy to know that. And it's starting to sizzle up. It's starting to boil from the circle. Once it bubble and comes down, I don't know why I'm blabbering too much today. I guess we've been going through so much with optimum cable, so now we get our Wi-Fi back, and I'm so happy I was able to upload a long form video, and it makes me so happy. So the milk is starting to boil up, and once it boil up, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my Parmesan. And this water is getting hot. Very good. Okay, the milk is boiling. And you don't want the milk to overboil and ruin everything. Once it boils just like this, I just want it to like boil up. I don't know if you guys can see in the camera if it's boiling up, and that's how you want it. And once you put in your Parmesan, you want to put down the flame. Put down the flame so you do not let the Parmesan boil up. I'm just gonna go and just mix it like this. Make sure I'm mixing everything. Make sure everything is nicely mixing. And one of my best product that I like to put in my Alfredo sauce is mozzarella, and there are a lot of people that don't add mozzarella. It helps make the sauce very thickened instead of loose. And this is the amount that I'm putting, not much. You want to have more fettuccine, more Parmesan than mozzarella. And this is going to help the Alfredo sauce thicken up very good. You see? It's starting to thicken up and looking beautiful. This is the easiest white sauce that you can make. It's very easy to make, and at this point you have to add salt. People don't add salt in the fettuccine sauce, which I think is not a good idea. You want to add salt to taste, to make sure everything tastes beautiful, because we like tasty food. And just like that, you have your Alfredo sauce, and your Alfredo sauce is done. I really love the texture, and it is done. And once you leave it to sit, it's gonna thicken up more, and you can use your pasta water to marry them together once you're mixing up the pasta. So that is one tip that I just showed you. I learned that from my mother-in-law. Once you marry, they said they get married. Once you mix the sauce, the pasta water with the sauce, they're married. It makes your sauce taste so much better. And my Alfredo sauce is done. I'm gonna put it on the side, and I'm gonna bring my big pan, my big frying pan, and I'm gonna put a lid on my sauce and not totally closed, so it can have some air in there. And I have here my my bake pan, and I'm gonna put it back on a little bit on the higher end. And I have here my oil. I'm using vegetable oil. I could have sprayed my chicken with some I could have sprayed my chicken with a little bit of oil and air fry, but I'm gonna deep fry it on the stove and it tastes better. And we're gonna know if it is getting hotter. Yeah, the oil is getting hotter. And once it's hot, we can put our chicken in there. I just don't like putting it in not hot oil. So I always have like a piece. This does not want to. This is not just kitchen. And in this pan, you can fry 3 at a time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the bigger ones first, so it has time to cook properly. And you don't want to go up any higher, if not, it's gonna burn it. So our pasta water is getting there. Then we can add in our fettuccine. And you do not want to cook your fettuccine to al dente. If you like al dente, it's fine, but you want to cook your fettuccine until it's cooked, not overcooked, but not al dente, like in between somewhere. Let's see if this pan is hot. We're gonna go ahead and put in. Yeah, it's hot. And we have 3 more after we're done. So you want this chicken to cook on both sides for like a minute or 2 before you flip it. And it depends on how high your flame is. When it's burning, you can turn it, but you just want it to cook halfway on the side. Then once you flip it, then you let it cook. Then you know that it's cook. And I have here one of my favorite serving plate that once the chicken is done, I'm gonna put it on there. And I'm gonna lay a paper towel in there. And my pasta water is boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and add in a ton of salt to taste. You're gonna add salt. And we have here the master himself, our fettuccine pasta. I don't think this fettuccine pasta is enough because baby Johnny alone can eat this whole fettuccine. So I'm gonna go ahead right here and get it in my pantry. And this chicken is cooking very beautifully, and I'm happy. You get the master man in the game. I have fettuccine here, and the water is boiling. The water is boiling. And now we can flip our chicken to the other side. And be mindful, once you add in your fettuccine, don't touch it, let it do its own thing, let it settle down in the pot by itself. It is very important. Don't bother the fettuccine. This is the dance I dance knowing that Johnny's gonna eat good because he loves fettuccine. And once it gets down in the bottom, you just want to swerve it. Just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and semi-close it, but because when you cover it, it's going to burn. It's going to overflow. This chicken is looking so crispy, and I do not want it to burn. I love how this chicken is looking. It's looking done for me. And we're gonna go ahead and put in the last 3 to cook as well. Yay, get it, gal. Look how beautiful this chicken cutlet look. It's very nice and crispy. And our fettuccine is boiling. The fettuccine is the only thing that takes long to boil. And sometimes I like to start it ahead of time, but sometimes I just like it like that to be the last thing to cook. And sometimes I put cheese on the chicken and put it in the air fryer to like melt a little bit and give it kind of look, but I think plain like this will look better too. So we're gonna see, we're gonna see, we're gonna see, we're gonna see, we're gonna see. This is a live cooking show. Now that the pan is more hotter, I just don't want it to burn. So I think the second batch, I checked it more than I checked the first batch because it was the fresh oil and it does not have a clump in there. And let's check our pasta, like, so it does not stick together. You did poo poo? Johnny be there getting people, 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 people. Beep, 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 boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. Once the chicken is done, I'm gonna like clean out the table area and just leave the fettuccine to cook right then. It's fettuccine, my city. Ow, this is really looking very great. Ow. Oh my god. I wonder why my hair is very itchy and I was hot. This chicken is done. I'm a strong believer of no salmonella, so just have to be careful when you're cooking your food. And this is how the grease is looking. This is going in the garbage. We're gonna let it sit and cool up a little bit. And let me check how al dente my fettuccine looks. Just get in there. And it's just al dente, so we're waiting for it to cook. Hi, baby. Mommy's almost done. And when you turn around here, let's get the dishes out. Okay. This is clean. This can stay out. For the mail?
Little cowboy. Look, you got the horses, John. Horsey! All right? Yee-haw! Hey, you want the horsey? Come on. Come get the horse. Yee-haw, John. Yee-haw. Ooh, horsey. Ooh, horsey, 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 horsey. Yee-haw, horsey. This is a live animal. Yeah, horsey.
Johnny's scared of the horsey. Chicken heads in it. I do not have chicken head here. Washing my hands with soap. Or chicken toast? No, it's just chicken fettuccine, chicken breast. It's chicken breast. And I think our fettuccine is at its done peak. Yeah, it looks done. I'm cleaning out the surface so you can see what we did here.
Okay. Okay.
And this can be out of here. And we're ready to drain out our fettuccine. Let me get my drain. And the fettuccine is done. Where's my... The water is hot. You have to what? On my what? On what? Black chair? How did I get paint on it? Oh, that white spot? That's a white spot? It's not paint. You remember?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I meant to wash it. We have Alfredo sauce. We're gonna mix it up. It's looking very good and it tastes. I'm gonna scoop up. Yeah, turn back the flame on. I don't know why this is not turning on, but I'm just gonna get some of the pasta out in case the sauce is not enough. I don't understand why the stove is not turning on, but it's not turning on, so we're gonna use this. This one turned on, so we're gonna use that. That means we can add the rest of the fettuccine. We have enough sauce. Is someone hungry? Is someone hungry?
I'm also hungry. Should have made that chicken and cake. The only time do I eat that stuff. Right when it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
Now my leftover mozzarella, I'm gonna sprinkle it on so I do not throw it out.
So fat. I do not fit. Oh my God, it looks so good. Sheesh. Alright. Johnny boy. Time to eat. Come on. We're gonna have to put sticky tape on the bottom of our pitchers, Chinese. Don?
I know, I told him the other day that he shouldn't touch him. This kid doesn't listen. So this is gonna be just like this. I think this year I might have to cook fettuccine for everybody in Lake George.
Oh.
I know this year I couldn't came up with my fancy food, whatever. Because we just moved and I was so exhausted.
Oh, yeah? Couldn't have just moved. It was 4 months later.
Oh,
We couldn't have just moved.
we couldn't have just moved, what?
We moved in February.
Yeah?
And Lake George was in June.
Not Lake George, I'm just saying that the birthday.
Oh. Nice. Oh, Mommy got some good food for you, little boy. That is gonna fit a little bit. Can't fit much. I smell gas.
It's this stuff. I tried to turn it on, it didn't turn on, so. This is you?
Oh.
Whatever you can fit, and I'm gonna dish
sure
it.
nothing? You turn something on?
No, I just shut this off.
Oh, okay.
They all shut off.
Smell gas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cowgirl. Thank you, baby girl.
I know Johnny, when you give him chicken and fettuccine, he's gonna eat just the
Oh,
fettuccine.
yeah, that's kind of cool for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Hey, good looking boy. Mommy made you your favorite. You must be special. You must be special. Mommy made you your favorite fettuccine. Okay. Love it. Yes, mommy made you a favorite. Let me see. Yeah, that's cool enough. Oh, he's wolfing it down.
Mm-hmm. John, I have yours here.
Look at this kid. He can't help himself. Going crazy.
Chicken is so juicy. And this is how the baby's food look like. So we're hoping that it's not hot, so he does not burn his mouth. It's a little bit, you can handle. This is Johnny's chicken fettuccine bowl, and it's looking beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I am going to dish out myself some good food right here. I love me some good food too. Very amazing. Thank you guys for sticking out.